Hey guys, welcome to Conversations with the Real Estate Redhead. Today I am solo and I just wanted to come on and encourage you guys and just kind of share a little bit about something I've been thinking about. I wanted to talk today about perspective and how perspective can change everything in your life. There are times when I go through my day and I'm just in the dumps and I'm reflecting on my day and I'm just like, why am I so bummed out today? Why am I having such a hard day? And it's so hard sometimes to get out of a funk once you've allowed your mind to be in a negative place. And I just wanted to encourage y'all because, times are not always easy. Things are not always easy. And I don't want to come on here and make it sound like you just need to be positive all the time and you just need to have a good outlook on life all the time, because I know that that's not an easy thing to do. But in reality, sometimes we don't really have another choice. And so the other day, my husband and I, we were hanging out of the house. We were kind of just like in a, kind of meh mood. And we're like, let's go for a walk. Let's go outside. Let's stretch our legs and, let's get moving. Cause usually, I found out with us, especially now that my husband works from home, it's a lot easier for us to just, go about our day to day and not make time for ourselves. And so we decided to go for a walk, and it was dark outside. And when we were walking to the car, I could see the moon when we were walking to the car at the house, and it was like foggy, and it looked kind of a little spooky, and couldn't really see it very well. And then whenever we were driving, we got to where we were going to go walk over by the water, over at the pier. And when we got out of the car and I was shutting the door behind me to get out of the car, I looked up and I could see the moon, and it was bright and beautiful and like this orange tan color. And it was really big. It wasn't just like a small little speck in the sky. It was like really big. And it was clear as day, right on the horizon line, just above the trees. Just perfect. And I was like, wow, perspective changes everything. Perspective changes everything. And it just like really set me back. And I feel like sometimes things in our life, even if it can just be something small like that, kind of alert us to the reality that things are not always as they appear. And I think about that sometimes, whenever you're flying in a plane and you're way above the clouds, and it's blue and beautiful and you can see the fluffy clouds below. And then sometimes, as you're coming in and you're landing and you break through the clouds, and then down below, whenever you get down to where you're going to land, it could be foggy. It could be a dreary day, but right above those clouds, it was beautiful and blue. And I kind of think about that sometimes too, whenever it's raining outside or whenever it's a cloudy day. Somewhere in the world, no matter if it's where you are or if it's even 10 minutes down the road in another town, it's not always a gray sky day. And you can choose to live your life with the clouds hanging over your head, or you can choose to see past that and to open your eyes that there's more out there and there's more to life than just what's right in front of you. And I just wanted to encourage y'all today that because things seem like they're not going as you wish, or things are, negative, or you're having a hard day and you just can't get out of this negative cycle in your head, it will get better. And you just have to believe that it will get better. You just have to have faith that it will get better, and just have hope that things are not always as they appear. Just because you're having a hard day, there could be the biggest blessing right in front of you, or the biggest, greatest thing that's fixing to come into your life that could really change things for you and change the trajectory of your life. But if you choose to leave your head laying low, you're not going to be able to see it, and you're not going to be able to experience it. This year and last year and the year before, I just feel like everyone's perspective is just kind of in the dumps a little bit with COVID and with death and with people passing away, and just the hardships that have come about from COVID and how we are all living our lives differently now. And we just recently, a few days ago, had a close. I would say she wasn't necessarily a friend, but she was more of an acquaintance. And my husband was following along with her story as she was in the hospital with COVID, and then she ultimately ended up passing away. And it's just been really hard on my husband and I because we've just been really reflecting on that. And life is short, y'all. Like, life is very short. You never know what could happen the next day. And, you could either let that scare you, or you could let that be, catapult you into the next and greatest thing. And I just think it's really important for us as we go throughout our day to treat every day like it is a gift, like it is something special, to look forward to your day. It's so hard for me to wake up in the morning and get up and start my day sometimes because I'm just like, I don't want to deal. I just want to not have to deal with whatever today is going to bring. But if you have that attitude and you continue to just foster the negativity that sometimes a negative attitude can bring, you're never going to be able to rise up out of that. And it's going to not only affect your personal life, it could affect your business, it could affect, your performance at work, and the relationships in your life. And life is just too short for that, y'all. Life is too short to be upset all the time and to not allow yourself to look back and just pause and reflect. Where was I 6 months ago? Where was I a year ago? And just kind of like look back and be thankful for where you're at whenever times are hard. Don't get me wrong, times are not always easy, but it's how you choose to view them. It's your perspective that you choose to live your life of. Are you going to be always thinking of the glass half empty where, oh, well, I really wanted to go to the gym this morning, but, I woke up with a stomach ache and it's just really best for me to rest this morning. I guess I'll go later. Oh, man. Or, oh, it's good for my body to rest this morning. And, if I still feel up for it, I'll go to the gym after work. Like, thinking about it from a positive perspective. Oh, man, it was raining this morning and I was late to get into the office. Like, for the last 3 weeks, I've been trying to come into the office. I've been late because it's been raining and I haven't given myself enough time to get here. And I could be frustrated about that, or I could say, okay, it's fine. I'll learn from that and move on. It's all about perspective. It's all about how you choose to look at your life. And if you choose to look at your life from a negative perspective, it's going to drastically affect things. So just try and lift up your head and remember that there's greater things on the horizon. And, just stay encouraged and reach out to family, reach out to friends, reach out to the people that you care about that are in your life, and lean on others, because we're not meant to live this life, alone and in our own lane. But also, I think that how you choose to live your life and the perspective that you choose is completely up to you. I mean, it's easier said than done. I understand that. But the more that you can, put your faith and your hope into better days, and to always looking at things from a good perspective and not from just an empty and sad perspective, I think the better things can be. So just wanted to leave y'all with that today. Wanted to encourage y'all with that today. And I hope that y'all are having an excellent week, and thanks for tuning in.